Hi there, welcome back to Being Your Ray. I'm here to answer the age old question in my own way and what are my 2 cents about it, which is can money buy happiness? So, yeah, here it goes. I will talk as someone who formerly had enough money in her bank and was doing well financially, and then consciously decided to give it up because yeah, money is a very transient form of happiness. I cannot call it stable happiness. It comes and goes. It only stays till the point, like at the end of the month, when you see that money in your bank, that is the only time you might feel a flicker of happiness. But apart from that, I don't think it has made a huge change. As such, like I would always see people talking about their first paycheck and how it was a life-changing moment for them. But when it happened with me, I did not feel anything at all within me, and I felt like this could solve a lot of problems, but it did not. It added more problems in my life, and I had to deal with a job that drained all the energy out of me. So, yeah, I look at money as all of those limits that the society puts on us and tells us that this will solve everything. This is what you need to focus on. And yeah, I treat it the same way I treat the education system and everything that we are told to do to attain happiness. But that is a very empty definition of happiness. I cannot call it something that will stay with you forever. It's like when you buy a car, when you buy a phone, you feel एक महीना शायद 2 महीना ऐसे कि oh my god, it's new, I'm so happy I got this after years of effort, and it goes away after a point. It's not something that you can feed off every single day. But yeah, I feel of the bigger price you pay when you go solely after money is your peace of mind and is your sanity in terms of where am I heading and where my time goes. So yeah, I feel money made me more stuck than put me in a state of flow. So it was like since I have to get my job done, there is no way that I can avoid it. And now I feel stuck doing something I hate, and my energies are not in the right place. And yeah, all my mental load is because of this one thing that was supposed to bring peace and happiness in my life, but it hasn't. So, yeah, I cannot call money as a form of happiness. I think it is more so like a barter system. Like you can exchange money for some problem that you are facing in your life currently, but it does not mean it will give you everlasting happiness. It is just to solve one specific problem of your life, and that is shelter. But once you get over that problem, you are faced with bigger problems that you so wish that money could solve, and you work hard for it, and there comes a point that you have enough, more than enough, but still there's something that does not feel right, and you try to keep justifying it with the fact that I don't have enough money, and in the future when I do and when I can afford these things, then I'll be able to fulfill myself, and that really does not happen, and you come crashing down at a point only to realize that money did solve one problem, but it came with 100 different ones that you need to face now. So I have a clear distinction between what money can do for me and what it cannot do for me. So once that expectations are set, you know how it is going to change you and what it can do to your life. And of course, you need to earn it yourself to get that first taste and to see the reality yourself. But this is specifically for people, and I think that's the vast majority, who are trading money for unhappiness. Like, if you need to spend every single moment of your day doing something that you don't love or isn't aligned with you, or something that takes a lot of energy out of you, and you need someone at your head constantly to get the thing done, you are not into it fully, then I think you are just trading money for unhappiness, and that is okay because you need to take care of your daily, what do you call, necessities. So, yeah, when you know what your cap is and like what is the limit to your daily necessities, and this is that this much is your bare minimum that you cannot, like, it's a non-negotiable for you. If you have that figure in your head and you are able to earn that much, it's fine, but you need to find a way to combat that unhappiness and fix it, and money won't do that. So, yeah, only depending on money is not what I believe in. There's a life out of it. There is a whole person. You are, like, when people describe themselves and the first thing that they say is their occupation, it's not really defining who you are as a person. You are separate from what you earn on a daily basis. That is just something you do for money. That is not probably you as a person. That's not your quality. So the other day, to give an example, my best friend and I were discussing our values, our qualities, and like what we want to do with our lives. And she is this very fierce person when it comes to her passions and dreams like that. So she describes herself as fierce. And for me, it was something on the lines of being calm or inspiring is what I aspire to become and is what I try to embody. Those are the qualities that I would like to describe myself as. So, yeah, I am a person apart from my work. So, a lot of people have made their whole personality where they went to college and what they did to make money, which is not really the case. I am trying to know who you are as a person and what your values are. And maybe no one has really even thought about it in the first place. So, yeah, I feel this whole identity, my whole identity is money, and that is all that my life revolves around. And I haven't discovered the person that I'm beyond it, is what I have a bit of issue with. Not really issue, but like I feel sad about that fact because there are so many layers to a person. There are so many intricacies and nuances to a person, their opinions, the everything that they could be, but they have just defined themselves on the basis of their occupation. But then who are you when you're not doing your job, when you come back home, or when you're not looking after your kids or being with your friends? Who are you just by yourself? Is my question. So, yeah, that's the one thing that I wanted to touch upon. And the second is earning money happily when money can actually lead to happiness, and when I can term it as, okay, this is real happiness. So I think I've mentioned it before, but I like to see money as value exchange between two people, two or more, whatever. So yeah, when you serve someone with your skills and talents meaningfully, where you gain something out of it and the other person also gains something out of it, that is when I think money is meaningful and it can bring happiness to you, because now it has taken a higher form. It has taken the form of service, and now you aren't just doing it for money, but you're doing it for the feeling that you get after helping someone or inspiring someone, or creating something that touches their heart, or helping them in a way that transforms them completely. So now it has gone beyond the money, and it's not something you do zabardasti. Like, now that you're functioning from a place of happiness and love is a center part of your life, whatever you do and what you bring out to the world is also that precious. So, in that context, yes, it can definitely bring happiness, but I would not put that on money. I would put that on the act of serving itself. So, yeah, I look at money as service and as a means to help someone grow while both of you gain something and feel happy yourself. It's not like when you go to a job and only one person is gaining something and you are just constantly losing your energy and happiness and things like that. It needs to be a win win for both the sides. And that is when I think the right kind of work comes into place. And I don't see a lot of it happening. I know that it can take time to get to that point, but at least if we open up to that idea and understand the real meaning of money, how it is meant to change both your and the people that you come in contact with, dono ke lives, then money can become an absolutely wonderful thing that serves as a resource to spread goodness everywhere. So, yeah, there's a positive side to it and there's a negative side to it, just like most things in life. And so, I just wanted to come over here and talk about both of those so you can see yourself in those scenarios. And yeah, what else? Yeah, just focusing on creating happiness somehow, like in whatever state you are in. Again, I'm not saying going broke and thinking about these things, but giving it a thought and starting from a place of happiness, creating it yourself. And when you start functioning from real, true, lasting happiness, which is not something that comes and goes quickly, but stays with you and something you build on, happiness is something you need to keep working on consistently. Your inner peace is something you need to keep working on consistently. It is just as important as shelter and other necessities. So give it that equal importance. And yeah, there will come a time when that happiness will infuse in other parts of your life, and you will be able to develop something far more meaningful, far more service driven, that money just becomes a byproduct and it starts flowing in your life. And I say byproduct because when you really are flowing from that place of happiness and combining your skills, talents, all of it to bring something to the world, money just becomes an obvious thing. You don't need to run after it because you're so happy doing what you do and you're so good at what you do, it's no brainer that you are going to gain the best outcome. Like, you don't need to worry about money. I feel there is so much of worry around money, and if I lose this, I won't be able to make it in life, and I need to keep staying stuck in a place because I don't have any other option. No, you do. You can, and you need to find a way to create that happiness some way or the other, because money won't fulfill that. And yeah, at some point, when you have filled your cup fully and found your home, and when you function from that place of completeness, I think that's when you'll see what money can do and how it can change your life. Like, you won't see it change yours and other person's life as well. You won't just see as something to get by, but you'll see it as an opportunity to help more people. So that's the only perspective shift that I wanted to bring and see more of. So, yeah, that's it for today. I hope you find some value out of this. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.